Welcome back, Kayla.
Thank you.
So, I guess first question, briefly sum up for us your whole experience in just a few sentences or a few key words.
That I really am spirit, and that we're not bodies, and that we're all love, and that I don't know. It's just everything's always taking care of me. Always, it's never something to worry about. I'm always safe, and I can't do anything wrong, and I'm loved. And that I don't need somebody there to know that they love me, or to know that I love them. I can just love them wherever I am in the world.
Great, thank you. Talk us through your experience of the first few hours. What came up, feelings or beliefs?
I was just really anxious, and then I went and ran to Claudette, and she talked to me, and she said, "You're completely safe," and so that really helped me, because I recognized I was completely safe. And then I just remember being really vigilant of my own, and just having to be really vigilant with my own thoughts, because I would have run. And that's such a thing that I do, is run. And so it was just staying with myself and really recognizing that I'm worth it.
Great, thank you. Talk us through your experience of spending the first night alone. What came up for you, beliefs?
The first night was easy to me. I fell asleep really quickly, and I woke up 2 or 3 times, and I went back to sleep and thought, oh, this is so easy. So the first night was great. It was the other times that were difficult.
How did your experience feel or change, if at all, after the first 24 hours?
Well, around 3-ish yesterday, I started getting really anxious and started really saying, I can't do this, and so I my anxiety came up again, and I had felt really peaceful about the entire situation earlier that day, and so it was just clearly this up and down hill going through my stuff, and so that was what I felt, anxious and scared and very alone. That's what came up for me, and just riddled with an anxiety where I just wanted to run. That's just I needed to run.
What were the challenges you came face to face with, and how did you deal with them?
My beliefs that I'm a failure and that I'm alone, and that I'm weak. I'm really weak, because only a strong person could do that, and so my ego just was very on board with that. I'm weak and I'm a failure, and I can do stuff wrong, all that. And what I came to recognize after that was just how that's so not true. And my body can be weak, but my mind is what's the most important thing in that. And just being really vigilant with my thoughts, because that's where my mind gets rolling. It's not about my body, it's not about where I am, it's not about who I am with, it's just my thoughts get rolling, and then I'm going to want to run.
What were the most enjoyable moments or aspects of this experience that you can take away with you?
Just the feeling of love. I felt a huge amount of love for everyone in my life, and everyone here, and everyone in Vancouver, and just sending love everywhere. And it was such a beautiful feeling, and that feeling of knowing that I wasn't alone, that I had the earth, I had every single human being's love was with me, everything. And just knowing that, another time I felt I wasn't a body. This morning I woke up and I was really weak, and I just felt my muscles were not working, and I felt so tired and sick. And then I just remembered that there's a line in the Course or something that says that pain is inevitable and suffering is optional, and that just let me free. It just let me so free, because I wasn't my body, And that's something I really got, because I haven't gotten that subject yet, that I'm a body, that I'm not a body.
Very cool, very cool. How was it adjusting to such a limited diet?
I was fine. I was feeling really sick before anyway, so the majority of the food I didn't care about. Like, the food wasn't my issue at all. It was what was coming up for me. Like, my feeling that I was alone and weak, that was the biggest thing. It wasn't at all the food. I'm completely fine with eating a banana and orange a day.
Ooh. How was it without any personal possessions or human contact?
That was a little bit challenging. Yesterday, because that was my full day, I felt really alone. And then I'd come back to that knowing that I'm not alone. But it's just really recognizing what I'm believing. Like, that's what I really got to. Is just about recognizing what I'm believing, because I can't control where I am all the time. I can't say this person has to be here, this person has to be here for me to be okay, because it won't work. And so just coming to that realization that everything's always okay.
Great. What has this experience helped you learn or realize about yourself?
There's so many things. Just that I'm love, truly love, and I'm truly innocent, and I'm not a body. Like, that's such a huge thing for me to even grasp. And I'm sure I'll go back into that sometimes, but it's just about recognizing that body that feels weak, that body that feels powerless, it's just a body. It's not who I am, and my spirit, my mind, has complete control over how I actually feel. And that is strength. The strength doesn't come from my body. It comes from within my mind. And that is such a huge thing for me to grasp. And the weak, like being weak, that is something that I really got, that I wasn't weak, that I had the strength, that I could keep doing it. And that I also kept going back to that, is just recognizing this is just a thought. It's meaningless. Who I am is love, and I have the strength. I have the strength all the time. And it's just recognizing that.
What was the first thing you thought or did when you came out?
Like, oh my god, I need to fucking get out of here right this fucking second. and probably that, like, I'm a failure and I'm weak and all that stuff came up for me, and then just recognizing that's insane. And like, that was a huge thing. It's just coming back to my tools that I've learned here, that all I need to do, my only job, is to forgive myself. That's my only job, because it's all in my mind, and that I never got.
What advice would you give to anyone who is looking to do a vision quest or is unsure whether to do a vision quest?
I don't know if it's scary, and it was a beautiful thing to do for myself. It was beautiful, and when I let myself do that, go into that beauty, it felt amazing. And then I would go up and down, so I'd get really, really panicky and then go back up. And it's just about staying with myself and recognizing who I am, and just coming back to that every time, because when I'm believing my beliefs, I'm going to act on them. And so, but they have the strength, and I always have the strength, and so I can do it, and just recognizing that. And it's scary as hell, but you can still do it.
Brilliant. Do you think this is an experience you would do again one day, maybe?
Maybe one day. I'm not sure if I do it soon.
And lastly, what else, Kayla, if anything, would you like to add?
It's just about doing my forgivenesses and loving who I am, and accepting, just having an acceptance of wherever I am, with whoever I am with, and just loving it. Loving everything, and knowing that I have the strength. I always have had the strength.
Okay, that's brilliant. Thank you very much for your time, and welcome back.
Thank you.
Welcome back.